In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace the front brake hoses on this Nissan Rogue. These are going to be located behind the front wheels. Let's get into it. I'm going to use a hood prop and compress the brake pedal. Just push it down with your foot and have the hood prop up against the seat. That's going to keep the pressure on the brake system, preventing any fluid coming out when we have the lines disconnected. We're going to use a 21mm socket, take the lug nuts off. Remove the wheel. Make sure you have a drain bucket underneath, and we're going to take this banjo bolt off. Use a 12mm socket. You're probably going to lose a little bit of fluid. Take that off. Make sure you get the seals off. Take those off. I'm going to take this clip off. I'm going to use some needle nose pliers. You can use a pry bar if you want to. Just grab it and pull it down. You can release the hose out of the bracket. Using a 10mm line wrench, I'm going to loosen up the fitting. It's a little rusty, go back and forth a little bit. Make sure you have a drain bucket underneath. Once you get it loose, you can switch to an open wrench if you need to. Makes it go a little quicker. Loosen that up. It's separated. We can take this clip off. Just going to use my pliers. Pull that off. Now I'm just going to use some pliers, grab the hose, and pull it out. There it is. I'm going to take the hose, route it around the strut, get this lined up top. It only goes in one way. You're going to have to turn it a little bit. Get that to line up. And take the clip, push the clip in place. I'm just going to tap it in with a hammer. That's good. Get the fitting lined up. Get that started. Now I'll tighten this down. Snug that down. After you're done, you want to make sure you road test the vehicle and double check, make sure you don't have any fluid leaks. And take the hose, line this up in this bracket. It only goes one way. Take the clip, get that started, and we'll tap that in place with a hammer. I'm going to take the banjo bolt. You want to take the old seal off, put a new seal on, take the hose, go through the hose, and take another seal. It's going to go on the other side, and get this started in the caliper. And we'll torque this to 13 foot-pounds. Now we can pull the hood prop off the brake pedal. I'm going to take this cap off. And we're just going to gravity bleed this. Have a drain bucket underneath. Use a 8mm wrench. We're going to loosen up the bleeder screw. We're going to wait till we get a steady stream of brake fluid coming out. Might take a little bit. That's a steady stream, there's no bubbles coming out, so we can close this up. Snug that up. Just wipe it with a rag and put the cap on. After you pump the brake pedal, if the pedal feels a little spongy, you're going to have to do a complete brake bleed procedure. Now we're going to top off the fluid. You just want to wipe the cap off of the brake fluid reservoir. Take the cap off, and with a new bottle of brake fluid, you're going to top it off. Make sure it's the correct type of brake fluid. This is .3 and .4. If you check the cap, this vehicle, it says to use .3 or 4. And put the cap back on. Now put the wheel on. Get the lug nuts started. Snug those down. Now we're going to torque the lug nuts to 83 foot-pounds in a cross pattern to tighten the wheel down evenly. Go around again, double check. Just going to take a rag, wipe off the cap of the reservoir. Take the cap off. Just using a pick. There's a screen in here. Just want to pop that screen out. Just going to get on the side of it and just pull it up. Just grab the screen, put that in later. Now I'm going to use a fluid extraction pump, make sure it's clean. Take out as much dirty brake fluid as you can. You don't have to go nuts, just get a good amount of it out. And we'll put the screen back in. And take a fresh bottle of brake fluid. Make sure it's the correct kind. This is .3 and 4. You can double check the cap. On this cap it says to use .3 or .4. And pour it in. Fill it up to the max line. That's up to the max line, that's right there. Take the cap and put the cap on. Because this vehicle has ABS, it is required to disconnect the battery to do this brake bleed procedure. So you want to disconnect the battery at this point. You're going to disconnect the negative terminal on the battery. Use a 10mm wrench. Loosen up the terminal. And disconnect that and just set that aside. We're going to raise and support the vehicle, have all 4 wheels off, and we're going to start with the right front caliper. After the right front, we're going to go to the left front caliper, and then the right rear caliper, and then finally on the left rear caliper. With an assistant in the vehicle, they're going to pump the brake pedal when we're ready. Take this cap off. I'm going to use a 8mm wrench on the bleeder. Then I'm going to use a hose to keep it a little bit clean, but you could just use a drain bucket. And we're going to have the assistant in the vehicle pump the brakes. Go ahead and pump the pedal. Nice and slow. You want to do that about 3 times. And then we're going to open the bleeder screw. A little bit of fluid came out and a little bit of air. Close it up. Go ahead, pump the pedal 3 times. And hold it. Open the screw. A little bit less air bubbles. Close it up. Go ahead, pump the pedal. And hold it. Oh, a little more bubbles. Just keep doing it. One more time. And hold it. There we go, no air bubbles. Close that up. Pull the hose off. Make sure this is snug. Put the cap on. You can use a little brake parts cleaner. Just clean that up. And then you're going to move on and do the same procedure on the left front caliper. I'll just top off the fluid, take the cap off, and just top off the brake fluid. Put the cap back on. And now we're on the right rear wheel. Take this cap off. The 8mm wrench on the bleeder. And I'll put the hose on. All right, go ahead, pump the pedal. And hold it. Loosen it up. A little bit of bubbles. Close it up. Go ahead, pump the pedal. Hold it. Open it up. Little bubbles, close it up. Go ahead, pump the pedal and hold it. Open the bleeder screw and close it up. There's no bubbles and the fluid looks good. Take the hose off. And snug this down. Put the cap on. Just use a little brake parts cleaner. Clean up the area. Then you're going to do the same procedure on the left rear wheel. I'll just top off the fluid. Take the cap off. And just top off the brake fluid. Put the cap back on. Now connect the negative terminal, line that up. Tighten this down. Give the terminal a wiggle, it's tight. At this point, you want to put the wheels back on and you can torque those lug nuts to 83 foot-pounds.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.